But what did you learn that surprised you? You didn't answer that part of the question.
Oh yeah. I forgot.
Yeah.
I just like went into the backstory. Honestly, I didn't realize how much I would learn from people like yourself. Also, um, just like podcasting in general. When I first like started recording like my first like solo episodes, my God, it was so like weird just talking to the camera. And I'm like, dang, like you just have to just like get into character and just talk like how you would normally talk. Like it's not just talk, you know? And I'm like, this is how everybody does it. They just talk. Like
Yeah.
it's not this overly polished thing. And there's a space for that, but like just talk, just have an idea, have an outline, and it'll be okay. So yeah, that's some of the things I learned. And honestly, like people talk about like, oh, becoming a better public speaker, all these things. I'm like, podcasting will definitely
You're like, I'm trying to.
enhance that skill.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. So yeah,
See, while you were talking, I signed up. So that's just kind of what
nice.
we mean by app in a box. So like pretty much all other stuff right now, you have to like integrate with stuff like Supabase or all these other companies, which I think to like a mom and pop shop owner is just like, no, it's like they're just not going to do that. You know,
Yeah.
they're not going to
Yeah, they're
configure
not.
their Supabase database. So we try to do it all as a one-stop shop. And like we provide all these functions to where you can look at your stuff. I don't think this site had a database. Oh, church searches, which unfortunately search searches isn't working. So this would be where you would like see what people were typing into your app.
Yep,
This is like the
yep.
admin mode, you know?
I like that.
We even have like a
Like that.
sensitive data mode for like financial apps, which would make your users have to do like one-time passwords every time and, you know, other special protections. Because again,
For
the whole
sure.
vision is just like, it's kind of like the Apple vision to product design, where like I'm like literally me, Nick Rackley, I'm going to make a bunch of security and like technical decisions for you if you're a non-technical user. So you don't have to talk to Claude about it or decide anything. Like I'm just going to do it all so that it's actually a secure app and it just works.
Yeah,
And that
yeah. No,
constrains,
that's
yeah,
great.
that constrains what you can do a little bit. But I think for you know, our hypothesis for most people, they really rather not learn software architecture and they just make the
Yeah,
church finder.
for sure. For
And again,
sure. Well, this is great. This is
yeah.
great.
And so this is
Hmm.
automatic. Basically what happens is like I have a AI go and write all of your logic, which is then like served from Google Cloud. And then I have another
Yep.
one come through and describe to you in plain English what your code actually says. So this is how it would actually work.
And you mentioned Google Cloud. Like, is a backend on this ran on Google Cloud? Is that what you
Yeah.
were?
Vibe Otter is pretty much just all built on Google Cloud. So we use
Okay.
Google Cloud servers and also some services.
Okay.
Okay, so this is what you get back.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
describing what the output that's actually built would be. I think I think what's happening right now is I think it's using an old Claude API endpoint.
Yeah.
And yeah, actually, it's a important point that we didn't talk about is like AI is super enabling to people for building new apps and everything. One thing that never gets talked about is cloud itself.
Right.
Yeah, you know, like 15 years ago, like, well, this would be complete nonsense even if AI existed because like I wouldn't be able to like stand up a server for you easily, you know?
Yeah. No compute, no storage, no
Yeah,
networking. And I think a lot of people these days, like, I went to this event the other day in the city and someone was making the argument like, hey, like AI era versus cloud era. And like, oh, in the cloud era, we didn't have this, blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, I think we need to zoom out and realize that like the cloud paved the way for the AI that we're
Oh
using
yeah.
today.
yeah,
Also, from a human psychology perspective, we have a higher bar for technology because we went through the cloud era and now we're building AI on top of it.
Yeah.
So psychologically, like we expect technology to actually like work when we want it to work, um, because we have all of these servers, compute, storage, AWS, Google, at our fingertips to build. So yeah. I'm glad you brought that up because that's a point that I try to drive home too, with a lot of builders and just people in general, because people see AI as the visible element of technology these days, but not realizing that like cloud existed before it and actually makes it capable.
yeah. It's a big deal.
Or we'd have servers in our basement.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
What I was showing here is another
Yeah.
feature that makes us pretty unique is we have this touch-up feature, which actually just brings up the old-fashioned drag and drop editor for like WordPress and everybody. This is what we realized from doing client sites. There's certain things like maybe if you don't want AI in your church finder here, like you could chat with our AI to remove it, which is really inefficient.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just easier to delete stuff the old-fashioned
You
way.
just do it on your
No.
own. Yeah.
So we're a hybrid builder in that sense, and I don't think really anyone else is doing that right now.
It's really
No, I
nice.
like that.
Like, oh my gosh,
Oh, yeah,
pictures,
yeah.
swapping out pictures, putting new pictures in, stuff like that. Because if you we can hold about 30 images in our chat. But if
Yeah.
you just you're like, I want that picture to go right there, right there, and you keep trying to do that and you can't quite get it, you can just swap them out.
Nice. Nice. I like that because I know some website builders, like it's hard to like get things right where you want it.
Mm-hmm.
But this looks really intuitive, which is nice.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Is there anything else you wanted to see?
No, that's good. That was a really, really good walkthrough. I appreciate it. And we were building this in real time with all the glitches, whatever. Like that's a part of the building process.
Yeah.
No, yeah, no. That's why I think your space is so cool. That's why I got really excited when you sent like the kind of stuff you wanted to talk about, because I was like, I
Yeah.
feel like you're like asking the right questions. That I wish like there was a show asking questions like this more.
For sure, for sure. Well, here it is. Here it is. Well, where can the audience find you? Where can the people find you?
So vibeotter.com, that's our website. I would definitely say if you've been sitting on an idea that you want to make, just go and type it in. It's really that easy. We literally picked like one of the hardest things we could here. For
Yeah.
most sites, like if you just want like a simple lead capture form, that's like pretty much a solved problem. It'll make a really nice design and the form will just work.
I think the CRM I made, which had a lot of integrations, the entire thing took me an hour.
Did she tell you that she hooked up Twilio? Yeah,
Yeah.
no, on her own, she made a CRM that it had an AI chatbot. So it was an example where the Claude API worked, unlike this
Yeah.
one. And then what really shocked me is she hooked up Twilio where it sent her text messages.
Yep.
And
That's so cool.
that was probably one of my first times I had like the moment I think a lot of software engineers have, because a lot of software engineers are like, oh my God, I learned all these skills and like they're all devalued and useless. And that one, I wasn't really like that, but I was like, I just remember this project where it took me like days to implement the Twilio API, because a lot of APIs aren't documented well. So like they don't behave the way you
Right.
should. So you kind of just test them and do it. And Twilio is famous for being good. Like that was a good one. And I just remember like it took me like days, and she like did it
15 minutes.
with no knowledge. And for 15 minutes, I was just like, what the fuck did I just build?
And I of course have no idea how difficult that is. I'm just like, hey, look, I got it to go to my phone.
Yeah,
know?
just tinkering around.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
really tinkering around. So I was like, oh, this is really cool. He's like, what?
That's so
Yeah.
dope. That's
But
so
I mean,
dope.
yeah, CRM and literally the whole thing, I think in total time, like an hour maybe.
And yeah, if anyone sees it and tries something crazy and it's not working, like they get an error and they don't know what to do, they can reach out to me personally
Yeah.
at vibeotter.com. We're definitely at a stage where like I really like hearing about problems and helping people through them, especially with this more cutting edge stuff, because like it's
Yeah.
not fully figured out, and that's how you actually get it to where it will work.
For sure. For sure. For sure. So what do you guys have on your roadmap for the next few months or for 2026? What can the audience expect coming out of the pipeline from y'all?
More workshops, more build in publics, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Probably I think really from a marketing standpoint, we're really going to try and nail our messaging for people to use the builder and things like that. Definitely more like normal people in that regard. That's I think that's my immediate intent. And so whatever that may look like to support. So whether that's, networking, pitch competitions, or, social media and whatever that message would be, I think that's my major focus right now.
Yeah. And technology side, we're like way ahead of where I thought we would be. Like this whole full stack app builder thing, 6 months ago, I literally said, I don't even want to go there. It's going to take way too long. I can't do it by myself.
Yep.
And then, Yeah, I mean, the Claude models that helped me program got a little bit better, and it's just like accelerated things so much that like I pretty much have like worked through my whole roadmap that would have been like a 2-year roadmap if you asked me like 4 months ago.
That's
So yeah, I
great.
actually am getting to play. It's been like such a crazy experience how much it accelerated me that I am kind of like maybe like we aren't actually dreaming big enough, and like we should actually go be more aggressive. Like if you accomplish something that you thought was impossible in 1 month, like the takeaway I think actually is like maybe you aren't thinking big enough.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and along those lines, are you considering like going like the VC route to kind of scale more, or is
We're
that a
definitely avoiding that.
okay?
Yeah,
If
the
that's
money is
possible.
expensive money.
Yeah, we sold
It
our
is.
we had a rental house in New Haven that we sold, and that's like
Yeah,
effectively our like pre-seed funding ourselves.
that's good. That's good. That's good. Where you
And
own everything and no clause.
yeah, and then I'm hoping. I mean, the economics of like the DIY builder aren't totally clear. Like, I don't know how many people build a website and then stay on yet. We just haven't had enough time to observe. But I think it's going to be where it might be bootstrappable and self-funded. Really, like, I mean, you sound like you're probably a student of a lot of startups and everything being in the space. Like one thing that I was, because I listened to like founder stories from like WordPress and Squarespace and Base 44, pretty much like every competitor. Something about this industry actually has always had pretty strong ability for people to bootstrap extraordinarily long amounts of time. Like Squarespace was bootstrapped for like 3 years or something like that.
For sure.
Yeah. This Base 44 guy, I don't know if you heard about him. He was like a competitor to us. He sold his company to Wix for $80 million after like 6 months, and he only had 6 employees.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, we're hoping to avoid the VC game,
I agree.
if at all, if not at least for a very long time. That's what I've always been told by everybody is like never get involved with VCs if you can avoid it.
For sure. Well, Nick and Laura, thank you all so much for this great episode. I mean, like, we had such a great time together. I learned so much. You guys shared so much, and the audience will definitely benefit. I have benefited in so many ways, and I definitely wish you all the best as you continue to build. We'll be continuing to follow you all on socials and see how things go. But thank you all so much for joining me on the Product Leaders Edge podcast. This episode will be a part of our Builder series as a special signature episode. Thank you all, and see you in the next episode.
Yeah. Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.